Namaskar everyone. Now today we'll start with the next topic of chapter 3rd, that is adjustment for reserves and other accumulated profit or loss. The incoming partner is not entitled to any share in the accumulated profit or loss of the business appearing in the balance sheet on the date of the admission. The balance appearing in the form of reserve or profit or loss account balance should be transferred to their capital account of old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. It means that whatever the profit, loss and reserves appearing in the balance sheet at the time of the admission of new partner will be distributed in the old partners in old ratio, because whatever the profit appearing in the balance sheet or losses appearing in the balance sheet belongs to old partner, so it will be distributed in the old partners in old ratio. Now treatment of reserves and surplus on the admission of new partner. In this case, reserves and surplus will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. This is the same treatment which we already discussed in chapter number 2, that is changes in PSR. So you have to pass the separate entry for each one, that is for profit, loss and specific reserve. So let's start with the profit entry. In this case, all the profit will be debited and old partners capital account will be credited and in old ratio. And what will be the profit? Like P&L credit balance, general reserve and reserve fund. All profit debited and old partners will be credited in old ratio. Second entry for losses. In this case, old partners will be debited and loss will be credited. And there will be two type of loss, that is P&L debit balance or deferred revenue expenditure, that is advertisement expenditure. So in both the cases of profit and loss, all the profit and losses will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. Now third one is a specific reserve, that we'll discuss in the next slide. Now before starting with the general entry of a specific reserve, what do you mean by compensation reserve or workman compensation reserve and investment fluctuation reserve? Workman compensation reserve. This reserve is created out of firm profit to pay compensation to the employee in case of any injury or in case of any death or any injury to the life of the employee. Second one is investment fluctuation reserve. This reserve is created out of the firm profit to meet the fall in the market value of investment. So if there is a loss in the value of investment, then it can be set off from the investment fluctuation reserve. So this is the definition of workman compensation reserve and investment fluctuation reserve. Now in the next slides, we'll discuss about the various cases of workman compensation reserve. And these cases will be the same as we already discussed in chapter number 2. Let's take a quick revision of the 4 cases of workman compensation reserves. Now here's the first case. If there is no claim against workman compensation reserve. Let's take one example here. Workman compensation reserve is rupees 20,000. Profit sharing ratio of A and B is 3:2. C is admitted as 1/5 share of profit if there is no other information. So in this case, what you have to do, as I previously told you, that workman compensation reserve will be distributed in old partners in old ratio because there is no claim against that reserve. So workman compensation reserve will be debited with the amount of 20,000 and it will be distributed in old partners capital account in old ratio, that is 3:2. Now case number 2. If the claim of workman compensation is lower than the amount of workman compensation reserve. Again, take one example. Workman compensation reserve is 20,000. Profit sharing ratio of A and B is 3:2. C is admitted as 1/5 share of profit. Now one more additional information is given The claim on account of workman compensation reserve is estimated at 10,000. So in that case, that claim of 10,000 will be adjusted against that reserve of 20,000 and rest will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. So again the same thing is there. Workman compensation reserve will be debited with 20,000, claim will be credited with 10,000 and remaining 10,000 will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. So this is case number second. Now case number third. If the claim for workman compensation is equal to the amount of workman compensation reserve. Now again take one example. Workman compensation reserve is 20,000. A and B ratio is 3:2. C is admitted as 1/5 share of profit and the claim on account of workman compensation is 20,000. So in this case, entire amount of reserve of 20,000 will be credited to provision for workman compensation claim because the claim is equals to the amount of workman compensation reserve. So no profit is available for old partners. This is case number third. Now case number fourth. If the claim of workman compensation is more than the amount of workman compensation reserve. Workman compensation reserve is 20,000. Ratio of A and B is 3:2. C is admitted as 1/5 share and the claim on account of workman compensation is 30,000. Now see carefully that the claim is more than the amount of reserves. So in that case, there will be an increase in liability of 10,000. That will be debited to revaluation account and in the second entry you have to distribute that revaluation loss in old partners in old ratio. So what will be the entry? Workman compensation reserve will be debited with 20,000 and claim will be credited with 30,000. The difference of claim and reserve will be debited to revaluation account. And in second entry, there is a loss on revaluation of 10,000 as per the entry number first will be distributed in old partners capital account in old ratio, that is 3:2. So these are the four cases of workman compensation reserve. Thank you so much.